Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're going to be doing a full breakdown and also walkthrough of the April side event Contest of Realms. So initially when you open up this event, you're going to see that you need keys in order to enter it. So every day at the daily reset time where new offers come into the game, there's going to be a brand new special objective. And this is going to have a little bit of a riddle, a little bit of a puzzle, and you've got to figure out which champion you need to kill once in arena, a quest, incursions, or a duel. So a really easy way to do this, man, is just head over to MCOC Trucos. Usually within the first hour of this being live, they're going to have the character, and they're also going to have a very easy place to find and fight the character as well. So the first one is Mordo, and if you type in Mordo is God, there should be a 2-star version of the champion. So yeah, we're going to go to that now. Let's find that 2-star Mordo, just really quickly take care of him, get the key so we can gain entry there. So if you did Mutant Treasure Island, what is it, last year, it's exactly the same setup. And again, they're really good trick-offs for finding like super easy duel targets, man. So honestly, I cannot recommend their page enough. They got loads of good content on there. But I literally just got hit by a 2-star Mordo, so I'm it's time for me to retire, man. But there we go, you know, we got one hit in, we took 4, but you know, he went down in the end, and that is all that matters there. So now that we've done that, let's claim our key to the House of Keys or something like that. But yeah, let's enter this side quest now. So we want to go into the highest possible difficulty that you possibly can do. So again, this is good to like scout out whether or not you're going to be able to do legendary, but you can also only bring in 3 champions. So here I think I'm going to go for a bit of a versatile team of Nick Fury. Going to bring in the Sunspot as well, and also bring in Human Torch. I was thinking like probably Apocalypse for all of the characters that can spawn in this, like Apocalypse, Cable, and maybe like Magneto. The white version might be really good. But yeah, I'm going to experiment with a few teams, but I think generally speaking, this is a pretty good all-arounder, because you got a maximum, ideally, of like 8 opponents that you want to take on here. So if we begin the quest, it should appear and be a little bit of a circle. So throughout the quest, like 7 rewards are going to spawn randomly on each node, and you want to get like as many 6-star and 5-star shards as possible. So we got double 5-star here, 1 6-star, which is really nice. A little bit of T4CC, a little bit of yeah, T4CC for science there. So yeah, overall not too bad. And finally we got Silver Centurion. I think by far the worst final boss is going to be Jabari Panther. So I would highly recommend you do the monthly event quest first before diving into this. But again, because all of the node rewards are randomized, you can also have days where you're super lucky and literally every single fight after it has 5 or 6-star shards. So again, depending on your luck, this event can be really good. But you have the option when you get to every single fight, you can either take it and get the rewards or skip over it and ignore the rewards. So it's completely up to you. But also one thing you do need to keep in mind as well is the special objectives. So the way all of these objectives work is you've got to win fights in a certain difficulty or higher. So if you're doing legendary difficulty, you're covering all of the bases there. And again, one of the big things with these rewards is the featured 5-star hero crystal. The current one has Apocalypse in, Cosmic Ghost Rider. So yeah, a lot of spice in that one, man. But even if you just do epic and you win 100 fights throughout this event, again, you can get that featured 5-star crystal. And also doing 20 completion on epic as well will give you the 5-star awakening gem. So really the rewards for pushing to legendary difficulty, like additional T5CC, and there's also, what is it, a fair amount of tier 5 basic, not to mention like the nodes are much better in comparison to epic difficulty. So yeah, if you can push for legendary, but also even if you can just do epic in this event, man, like focus in on it and make sure you get that featured 5-star and also the 5-star awakening gem crystal if you're not quite there. But hopefully if you're above cavalier level of play, again, this shouldn't be too bad. And again, it's up to you whether or not you want to take all of the fights or skip out on them. But yeah, let's see how difficult these fights are going to be to take care of here. So yeah, the first one has about 100,000 hit points. We have long distance relationship, extend, and blood in the water, and the nodes are always the same on every single fight, but every single node can rotate between 4 different characters. I don't know if Platpool's like the most difficult. He doesn't have like the crazy bonus card node that he did in Mutant Treasure Island, which made him like just a bit of a crazy fight there. but he still can proc unblockable. Okay, that was really annoying, bro. Yeah, I think he just drew into unblockable and also had the, I think he had the Doom resistance there. So yeah, he just immediately countered. So that was just really unfortunate timing. Again, I haven't fought Platinum Paul too much, man. He's a bit more of a rare character. So yeah, I think at times he can definitely throw you off a little bit there. But let's get the 50,000 gold. Again, you don't need to take all of the fights every single day. You just need to make sure, if you're looking to get the 125 milestone, you average, just to like be safe, about 5 fights per day. So I think clearing this, it's also going to count, well, I think the final boss counts as a fight as well. So yeah, I think it's 4 additional fights plus the final boss. But I'll double check once we've done this. So I'm going to take all 8 fights, or at least attempt to. And this node has dash vulnerability, so yeah, ideally you want to get those intercepts in where possible. Let's go for a cheeky old backdraft here. That did not pay off. I think with Enquiries, it's just actually better completing the combo. But yeah, the Hulk node, there's nobody too bad. It's like Red Hulk, Joe Fix-It, or regular Hulk. On the first node, it's either Captain America, or Civil Warrior, or Platinum Paul. And again, Platinum Paul can appear on any of the nodes. So yeah, he can be a very frequent ambush. But again, 306 star shards for that. Not a bad time at all. And one thing with this quest as well is you can exit out apparently at any time and keep the rewards, because they instantly go into your stash count. And I think we can actually prove it on this next fight as well. So yeah, I'll quickly prove it after this Platinum Paul, I think, because yeah, I don't think we're forced to go ahead. So we'll check the 5-star count and then exit out, and then yeah, check again. But hopefully there's going to be no, like, what is it? Crazy thing that screws me over here. Okay, he definitely doesn't have the Doom card here, which is good news. But he does have, like, double power gain to start, so we've got to be a little bit careful with this. So yeah, Platinum Paul, I think it's probably one of the hardest defenders, actually, on most nodes here. Killmonger is also probably one of the hardest on the final node. I did see we had him proc, but he shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Right. Let's dodge this, going for another combo. And there we go. That was not too bad at all there. But anyway, let's check the 5-star shards currently and just make sure it goes up instantly while we're in this quest by a count of 500 as well. Because then that proves that we don't need to, okay, yeah, dude, that is a really nice round number. So, dude, that is perfect, man. That's really, really nice. So, we've got 99,000 there. So, if we pick up the 5-star shards, again, they go into the box. But then, as soon as you move over and finish the move, then that box disappears. So, it's instantly added, I think, to your total there. So, yeah, as you can see, like, very much in the game, you don't need to complete the quest in order to actually receive the rewards. But, again, there are additional, objectives to actually complete the quest as well. And if you want all of the T5CC from the hardest difficulty, you do need to complete it a total of what is it? It's 25 times, I believe. I think there's 5 objectives of 4 and then 1 for 5. So yeah, there's a little bit of leeway if you are having a very rough time with like a Jabari Panther or something like that. Because, yeah, I think she's going to be the most difficult final boss for a lot of people. But depends on your characters and who you've got. But I think Apocalypse, man. Oh, this one's a little bit annoying because they do have unblockable while they got armor up. But I think it's just pretty straightforward Iron Man characters. I think it's like Superior Iron Man, Classic Iron Man, and Iron Patriot. And there's Power Shield here as well. So, again, if you bring in an armor break champion, it can be really good for that fight. But yeah, that wasn't too bad to deal with. A little bit of tier 2 alpha there. And then next up, we got Symbiote Spider-Man. So I was thinking, like, looking at the early breakdown on this as well. I think you just parry him, dude. So yeah, there's like Spry, Mix Master, Bulk Up. But if you just like parry 3 combo, man, you should be absolutely fine here. But we'll see how it turns out on Symbiote Spider-Man. But yeah, also, I guess, actually, yeah, even having Symbiote Spider-Man here, just because we got the Mix Master node, I think just parry 3 combo is the way to go. So technically any champion, regardless of the Spider-Man on this node, because it's either going to be this man, Classic Spider-Man, or Miles Morales. Like, you can just take it slower, parry 3 combo, and then you're good to go. I don't think the Nick Fury's really, like, too needed here, in all fairness, man. But he's, like, a nice, safe champion, you know? You've got, like, his second phase as well. But I think there are a lot of characters that are going to work incredibly well for this quest. Again, I do think Apocalypse is going to be a bit of a beast with a Cable synergy, man. And also Apocalypse, I believe, is very good for the Jabari Panther matchup. I need to do a little bit more testing. Just being able to, like, get those ins via his, what is it, stun into block? I think it's perfect. And you can just, like, what is it, parry and heavy with certain characters as well. Like Cap Infinity War, probably going to be great for this. Quake, obviously, man. I think Quake would be a beast anyway. But yeah, Symbiote Spider-Man, goes down, so that was a pretty nice match. Alright, so let's get that Cosmic T4CC, and then we can move on to Storm. Again, if there's just a really annoying fight that's just not going to work for your roster, there are plenty of fights and a lot of leeway to actually skip over certain fights and rewards. However, one thing I totally forgot here is that the Storm has Micro Reflex. So yeah, Archangel, I think is going to be really, really good for this fight. But I didn't bring an Archangel, man, so we might have to get a bit wrecked here. But let's see how bad Micro Reflect is if you don't bring in ability accuracy here. But yeah, I was thinking Archangel, man. I should have gone with my gut and brought him in. Okay, that's not too bad. We don't appear to be taking like much from Micro Reflect here, if anything. So yeah, it still seems like fine without it. Am I missing something there, dude? Why are we not getting wrecked by this node? I thought we'd be getting absolutely toasted by this one. So yeah, that's a little bit unexpected, but we kind of just fought that like it was nothing. But yeah, Archangel for a lot of these fights, man, really, really good for. Strongly recommend Archangel, but let me know in the comments section below, like, any characters that you've, brought in or you think are going to be insanely useful for players on this quest. And then we got Killmonger to deal with, so let's go for a bit of Sunspot again. Does have the Mighty Charge and Foresight as well, but we should be alright here. And then we've also got Silver Centurion as the final boss, so we didn't really use Torch much in this run. I think we'll probably use Torch pre-fight for the final Silver Centurion boss and just see where that kind of lands us. Right, let's counter with that. Bit wary of Killmonger's power gain here, man. Again, Sunspot isn't, like, ideally the best Killmonger matchup. So yeah, this match is a little bit shaky. Again, I think Killmonger's like one of the hardest opponents that you can have proc in this quest. Right, let's see how far that gets us. Okay, not quite all the way, man. Okay, we're fine. We got a super lucky intercept there, but also there is the Foresight node as well. So if you can get some good intercepts against that Killmonger, it's not too bad. But again, it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to take these harder fights and risk the rewards, you know. In like a week's time, man, if I like load that quest up, it's like Killmonger on the final one and like 50,000 gold on my whale account, man. I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm good. But anyway, let's go for the final boss. So they've got the heal or hide node and also vigorous assault as well. So you've got to hide whenever this regeneration does become active and get away from the defender, or else they're going to heal and also go unblockable as well. So just pay attention to that timer, because again, in certain matchups like Jabari Panther, it might be really bad. Silver Centurion, to be fair, dude, with his special attacks going nuts, I think it's going to be really, really bad as well. So yeah, make sure you hide during heal or hide, and just get the timing right on it. Or else, yeah, it could be a little bit disastrous potentially. But I think Torch is going to have a bit of a field day here, I think. Right, let's get back. I just want to see if, like, blocking those specials, man. Oh, yeah, we charging up good, boys. We charging up good. Yeah, Torch is really good for, what was it? 3 out of 4 of the final bosses? Everybody apart from Jabari Panther? But yeah, Silver Centurion just absolutely melts there. So yeah, it's not a bad team. It certainly works out. But I think Apocalypse, Cable, Archangel, or like White Magneto, probably a really nice team if you do have access to those characters. But let's also just double check as well to see what's crossed off the list. Again, I think it should be 8 fights there. Let's have a little bit of a look. So yeah, 8 total. So just to confirm, the final boss does count as one of those fights, and you're gonna have a total of 28 entries, so you've got like a lot of wiggle room. So 8 times 28 is a grand total of 224 fights available across all 28 keys. So yeah, you can actually like average it at like 4 fights a day, I guess, considering the final one actually counts as a fight there as well. But yeah, don't be afraid to like skip fights that you just like look at, man, and you're like, you know, I'm not good at fighting that character, or I don't have the right counter for, because the thing you don't want to do is just back yourself into a bad scenario. Because again, on legendary difficulty, you do ideally need to get like 25 completions if you want to get all of the what is it, the grand total of like 20% of a random T5CC, because it's like 5 2% ones and then also 1 10% one as well, plus the title. But again, even if you don't want to like push yourself on this event, just do an epic, man. You get the 5-star Awakening Gem, 5-star Featured Crystal. So yeah, it's kind of up to like where you feel like you're at in terms of your gameplay, and also where your roster's at as well. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed the April side event breakdown, and if you did, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. But aside from that, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.